Hey guys, this is my second video of my video series on autism, and I wanted to talk about something that happened the other day to me and with one of my friends. And she's been one of my friends for a little while now, but she knows I have autism, but she doesn't really understand. She hasn't been around me long enough to really understand how autism affects me personally. And the other day was kind of like a very frustrating day for me. And people with autism, we don't really handle frustration very well. And so it like I got really frustrated, and like my schedule changed, and so like other people with autism don't really handle change very well. And so I got really frustrated and very overwhelmed. And when this happens to me, I get to where like my autism behaviors increase, and I was like flapping my hands and rocking back and forth and like bouncing on my feet, and I was having difficulty like communicating and speaking and stuff like that. And usually I would just like want to go home and be in my room by myself, but I had to go to school. And so I went to school, went to class, and whatever. And then I still couldn't go home, so I went to my friend's house, and because most of my friends understand my autism and my behaviors, and I thought I could just like chill there, and they would understand, and they would just kind of leave me alone, and I could relax and just kind of you know let my frustration kind of ease down, and my anxiety would go down and whatever. So I got there and was just, kind of still rocking back and forth, wasn't talking, and my new friend you know hasn't seen this before. She hadn't seen me do any of this before, and she kind of got freaked out. Like, I could tell her anxiety was rising, which then made my anxiety rise even more. And it was just kind of like this vicious cycle of like we were making each other's anxiety rise, and it wasn't a very good thing. And like she was telling me that like she was asking me to stop what I was doing, and which just made me like, even though I would try to stop, it just made me like do it more because I was getting very anxious, and because she was getting anxious and she was telling me to stop. And like one of my other friends who understands me and my autism very, very well was trying to explain it to her, and like we just weren't getting through to her. And I've had to deal with people like this before that just don't understand what it's like to live with autism every day. And even though they've been around autistic people, they just don't understand. And like my friend was trying to explain it to her, and was trying to lessen the tension and the anxiety. She was making jokes. She wasn't making jokes about me. She was actually making jokes at my other friend, like just things like that, and just trying to lessen the tension. And but that was that day. And then a couple days later, I was at their house again, and this was just a normal day. Like, I was able to talk and all this kind of stuff, and I was it came up, like we were talking about what happened that day, and she confessed. She was like, you could, like, it really freaked me out because I've never seen you do that before. And she's like, it was kind of annoying, and just because like I wasn't having a very good day, and I was just, I wasn't. She's like, I wasn't having a very good day either, and she's like, you really just freaked me out, and it was kind of annoying. And I was like, well, it's not really in my control. It's an involuntary response to stress, and I was overwhelmed, and I wasn't having a very good day either, and it's part of autism. And she told me that I needed to learn to control those episodes, and I said, I've tried. They are involuntary, like I said. I can't really control them. I've tried. And we went back and forth for about 10-15 minutes, and I realized I wasn't getting through to her. I wasn't making her understand. And I realized that she might be one of those people that may never fully understand what it's like to live with autism. And while, some of my friends do understand very well, she may never be one of those friends. And, on my frustrating days, on days that I am going through episodes like that, I may just have to stay away from her. And so, but the thing that got me was when I wasn't getting through to her, I finally just apologized for annoying her. And I feel that I shouldn't apologize for being autistic. I shouldn't apologize for being who I am. And for engaging in stimming behaviors that calm me down. I'm sorry that you can't handle it. And she's like, no, it's okay, whatever. But I really feel I shouldn't apologize. I am who I am, and that's who I've always been, that's who I always will be. But just to kind of move on, I just apologized and went on because I was not getting through to her. But I really, now that I think about it, I feel like I shouldn't have needed to apologize. And, wouldn't you agree that, we shouldn't have to apologize for being who we are? Anybody, whether you're autistic or not, you shouldn't have to apologize for being who you are. And I feel I'm the same way. And so, I don't know, hopefully one day maybe I can get her to understand, and hopefully one day we can get everybody to understand about autism. And that's one thing that I hope to do in my career as an occupational therapist. And hopefully go out and one day speak to people about autism and raise awareness about this, and educate more people about this so that this doesn't happen to other people with autism. And we could use everybody's help. So go out and raise awareness for autism. Stand up for people that aren't being heard. And together, let's raise awareness for autism. Thank you.